Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 5, a manhunt for a person accused of killing a Kennewick man yesterday sends multiple law enforcement agencies to the Elliott Lake neighborhood. We're hearing from police. Decades of debate over federal water quality standards in Washington state now being met with a federal lawsuit filed by an employer groups who say those standards are not attainable.
And a level 4 atmospheric river continues to pummel the Pacific Northwest. I'll tell you when that could come around and start to lighten up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We do begin with that breaking news. Kennewick police say the suspect in yesterday's deadly shooting investigation is now dead. Officers from multiple law enforcement agencies surrounded a small canyon near Elliott Lake in Kennewick after getting a tip last night that the suspect might have been spotted in that area. After hours of searching, investigators have confirmed the man is dead.
As we called in our regional partners here to contain him and bring this to a resolution, we were able to eventually get down to where he was safely. And we found that it appears at this point that he has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Obviously, we will have to wait for autopsy and other investigation, which will be ongoing from this point forward.
Now, the Special Investigations Unit will be taking over the investigation into what happened today. We were told that the terrain out there in that canyon made things very difficult for officers during that search. Now, a person has been arrested after a suspected kidnapping and car theft in Pasco. That happened after 6:30 last night. Pasco police officers were first called to a crash scene at North 14th Avenue and West Shoshone for a crash report. When they got there, a woman said her car had been stolen with her 4-year-old inside. Authorities say they were able to track the vehicle using its GPS and help from a passerby who was following the car. Now, the suspect was arrested near Findlay. Thanks to help from a canine officer, the child was returned safely to the mother. Let's switch gears here and talk about your forecast. Stacey's been tracking all of that wet weather headed our way. Stacey, the radar is just incredible right now.
That's right. The radar is fun. This is a continuation of our atmospheric river. And did you know there's a scale for atmospheric rivers, a 1 to 5 scale? This is a level 4, so pretty intense. There's been flooding on the west side of the state. Flood concerns for the east side of the state looking less probable. So that is good news. But we do continue to see those showers flow through the Yakima Valley into the Hanford Reach. Sunnyside and Prosser seeing showers right now on our Skywatch radar. We're also tracking low visibility, low clouds and fog. That's been persistent all day in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, our visibility is doing great. Legends Casino Skycam, 48 degrees outside, and our our humidity at 93%. Here's the atmospheric river, level 4. It continues to bring that water spout right into Washington state. Here's our futurecast showing you what that's looking like tomorrow. Continued showers, and most of it starting to move a little bit to the south, where we'll see more coverage across the Oregon area, the entire state of Oregon, I should say. And then we'll start to see some snow showers developing across the Cascade Mountains. So a lot going on weather-wise. Mountain snow showers could begin as early as tomorrow late afternoon into Thursday and into the weekend. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Employer groups in Washington state have filed a federal lawsuit challenging the EPA's new rule on water quality standards for wastewater discharge here in Washington. The rule went into effect in December of last year when the EPA overturned the agreed upon standards set by the state of Washington in 2016. The EPA said those standards were insufficient. The plaintiffs in this lawsuit, according to the Association of Washington Businesses, the Northwest Pulp and Paper Association, American Forest and Paper Association, Greater Spokane Incorporated, and Food Northwest, are all saying the new standards are too high, and some of them can't even be measured by modern technology. We're going to talk more about this lawsuit and get an in-depth look at what's going on there coming up tonight at 6. And tonight, for the first time in years, you have the chance to get updated in person about cleanup work underway at Hanford. The Hanford Dialogue returns tonight at the Red Lion Hotel in Kennewick. Doors open at 5:30, and organizers tell me they're hoping tonight will be a sort of give and take with the community.
They'll be able to hear from a lot of different facets of the cleanup effort going on at Hanford and be able to ask them directly questions and get feedback right on the spot. It's very important that we hear from the community, get constructive feedback from the community and be able to share our story. It's a very positive story.
Now, one of the big positives recently, the Department of Energy announced that the waste treatment and immobilization plant has produced its first container of clean glass. We're going to talk more about what that means, again, coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. We are just 6 weeks from the Iowa caucuses, the first official contest of the 2024 Republican nomination calendar. 4 presidential candidates have qualified for tomorrow night's primary debate in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. According to the RNC and the debate broadcaster News Nation, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie will all participate. Former President Donald Trump, who remains a frontrunner according to recent political polls, is planning to skip the debate and attend a fundraiser in Florida that supports his candidacy. A case before the U.S. Supreme Court could ultimately impact the U.S. tax code. The 9 justices will hear the case, which centers on a couple that invested in an India-based company. They got a $15,000 one-time tax bill because of a provision in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. The couple argues they reinvested the profits, so they should be taxed because they never drew income from the investments. Even if the justices only limit their decision to this one case, any ruling in the couple's favor could inject some uncertainty into the tax code moving forward. Presidents of 3 major universities testified today before the House Education Committee surrounding anti-Semitism on campus since the Israeli-Gaza war. Now, this follows the Education Department's investigation of rising reports of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia at multiple schools across the country. ABC's Melissa Adon is tracking that.
Presidents of Harvard, MIT, and the University of Pennsylvania testifying before the House Education Committee today. Committee Chairwoman, Republican Virginia Foxx of North Carolina, accusing the college administrators of allowing anti-Semitic rhetoric to fester and grow.
This moment is an inflection point. It demands leaders of moral clarity with the courage to delineate good from evil and right from wrong.
Today's hearing following the Department of Education's probe into at least 5 cases of anti-Semitic harassment and 2 involving anti-Muslim harassment. At least 7 different schools are under investigation, including Cornell, Columbia University, and a K-12 public school district. Harvard President Claudine Gay testifying that her campus has increased security measures and is providing more mental health and support services. Representative Elise Stefanik, who is a Harvard alumna, calling for the school to punish students using hateful language.
When that expression crosses into conduct that violates our policies around bullying, harassment, intimidation, threats, we take action, and we do not hesitate to take action.
UPenn's president presenting a plan centered around security, engagement, and education to combat the hate, including creating a student advisory group. She also spoke out about Islamophobia on campus.
History teaches us that where anti-Semitism goes unchecked, other forms of hate spread and ultimately can threaten democracy. We are seeing a rise in our society in harassment, intimidation, and threats toward individuals based on their identity as Muslim, Palestinian, or Arab.
That was ABC's Melissa Adon reporting. Now, the U.S. Secretary of Education says schools could lose federal funding if they refuse to create safe learning environments. CVS says it will change the way that it prices drugs. The planned pricing formula includes the drug cost, a set markup, and a fee called CVS Cost Vantage. According to CVS, this approach is simpler, more transparent, and reflects the care and value of pharmacy services. That'll start in 2025. Now, according to CVS executives, in general, more prescription costs should fall than rise for consumers, employers, and health insurers. And a consumer alert tonight, over 142,000 Chrysler vehicles are now being recalled due to problems with headlights and turn signals. That includes various makes and models, along with some 2023 Ram trucks. The recall impacts the 1500 Classic, the Ram 3500 Classic, 3500 cab chassis, along with the 2023 through 24 Ram 2500, 4500, and 5500 cab chassis, and Ram 3500 trucks. The issue involves the vehicle's steering column and might cause either the turn signal or the high beams to unintentionally activate. Stellantis will notify affected vehicle owners by next month, and dealers can replace the steering column for free if necessary. If you're struggling to find affordable food this winter, you can head out to one of 3 events this week to get a free box of food and meat. Second Harvest will be distributing those boxes on Wednesday in Toppenish, Thursday in Yakima, and Friday in Ellensburg. They have about 250 boxes ready at each event. First come, first served. It was the 14th year Washington's beef community and Second Harvest have partnered up to do beef counts, mobile drive-through distribution events that give people in need more than just produce and non-perishables.
Protein is really, really important, and it's getting harder to get a hold of. So another thing that really makes this partnership so valuable to us is just the consistency and the reliability.
And again, that first event is coming up tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon at Legends Casino in Toppenish. The holidays are in the midst of it, and what's appropriate for a tip for those who have provided good and reliable service? We're talking about that in just a moment, plus wet weather around eastern Washington. Stacey Lee will let us know when we can expect that next round of rain. And we're going to take a look at some of the areas getting hit the hardest by extreme weather, hitting the entire Pacific Northwest. That's all ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Tonight, the American ships defending against attacks in the Red Sea, plus the fate of the remaining hostages in this new phase of the Israel-Hamas war. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you, your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest tonight.
Welcome back. You might remember back in October, an off-duty pilot allegedly tried to kill the engines on an Alaska Airlines flight out of Everett, Washington. Well, the NTSB will hold a summit tomorrow on pilot mental health in general. Meanwhile, the FAA has announced the creation of a mental health rulemaking committee. Experts from both the aviation and medical communities will participate. One aim to encourage pilots to report and seek care for mental health challenges. The committee will also consider new air traffic controller rules. The FAA will accept recommendations by the end of March. Rainy weather has caused some dangerous conditions across the Pacific Northwest. One man apparently drowned in floodwaters in Portland. Emergency crews could not rescue him, who people witnessed struggling in a creek on Monday. A friend says he was helping homeless campers in the area when the man got too close to the water. Clackamas Fire Department sent swiftwater rescue boats, but they hit debris and had to pull back.
The water became very turbulent there, and each of those crafts kind of flipped. All the rescuers were able to self-rescue and get out of the water, and everybody was safe. But even those teams that train regularly for incidents like this, it was more than they could handle.
Heavy rains have been hitting western Oregon for days, and more is expected to come. In fact, the entire Pacific Northwest is in a heightened risk for floods as an atmospheric river that Stacey's been telling us about hits our region with major rain. ABC's Zareen Shaw has a look at the big picture.
An atmospheric river is bringing heavy rain to the Pacific Northwest. Flood watches are up in both Seattle and Portland as the system is expected to melt mountain snow and send water into low-lying areas. The Pacific moisture from the Hawaiian Islands is expected to drop several more inches of a tropical-like rain through Wednesday morning. That rain will likely melt fresh snow that fell on the Cascades over the weekend as snow levels rise to 9,000 feet, which could lead to major flooding. Officials say basins at higher levels will likely be prone to more flooding. Parts of Oregon expecting up to 6 inches of rain just today. Flood alerts have been issued for Washington, Oregon, and even Idaho for river and stream flooding.
Most of the flood watches and warnings that are up are about the rivers, and this is why. When you get a lot of rain really fast, you can swell those rivers quickly, and even raining on some of the snow that has already fallen in the foothills. So that's all going to filter down, and they were doing a rescue, or at least attempting, for someone who allegedly fell into the Johnson Creek, which is around Portland.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
And that's right. This atmospheric river situation is a Category 4, meaning very, very strong, 4 out of 5, and it continues to pummel the Pacific Northwest. And unfortunately for the Portland area, that rain's going to really start to get more intense even through tomorrow. Here's that weather track. Here's that flood potential. Yesterday was mainly around the west slopes of the Cascades in Seattle, but look at that. It's moving all the way down the coast of Oregon and inland Oregon. So any rivers, creeks, and streams could be potentially dangerous. As they showed you, they're fast flowing, and we've been keeping our eye on the Natchez River near Natchez and Cliffdale for the last couple of days. Things are looking better. It is going to get bank full, but it's going to be moving rapidly, so be safe around that. Here's our weather pattern for tomorrow. And again, more showers moving in, especially to the east slopes, that our neck of the woods, more rain. But look at this all along the Cascades of Oregon, melting that snow down, creating even more potential for flooding. And that track continues tomorrow into Thursday. Here's our futurecast locally, show you when we'll see those storms. We'll continue to see rain throughout the evening through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, all the way to the north and Connell, North Franklin County. We continue to see those showers. This is around midnight. A little bit of a break down the Yakima Valley, but for the most part, expect those showers to continue. Out the door tomorrow, you're going to need that umbrella. Going to be wet all through the region at the bus stop. And then we'll start to see the snow return to the east slopes and into the Cascades as we have a cold front starting to move back down into the area. So a lot of that Pacific moisture will start to taper off, but we transition into a whole nother storm track that we're looking at going into the weekend. Here's another big band of snow showers beginning Thursday morning across the Cascades. Could be at pass level there. We'll start to lighten up on the showers in the Columbia Basin, Yakima area, but those scattered snow showers, once they start, they are going to continue into next week. We're talking a lot of snow potentially into next week. Now, how much rain are we going to accumulate in the next 48 hours? About a half an inch in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, closer to an inch here in Dayton, lighter showers in the Yakima Valley, and then look at Cle Elum, another half an inch over the 1 or 2 inches they have already accumulated over the next couple of days. And then cue the wind. We're going to see some breezy and gusty winds start to move in. Looking okay tonight, a little bit of light wind out there, not bad in the morning, but cue up in the afternoon. We're going to start to see those strong gusty winds along the foothills of the Blues and through the Columbia Basin. So the winds will stick around for most of the day on Thursday and start to recede and decline a little bit later Thursday night into Friday. 48 degrees, Legends Casino, Skycam. So far, not a bad night out there, but look for those showers. They're coming. Temperatures staying above average till we get to the weekend. Then we're going to be dropping below the average, back to about normal for this time of year. Yakima above average as well. Cooling down, and this is when we could see some rain mixed with snow Saturday in the Yakima area. Scattered showers tonight with our temperatures well above the average, typically in the 30s this time of year, close to 50 degrees tonight in the foothills of the Blues. For tomorrow, look for rain and breezy winds through the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues. Temperatures once again in the 50s. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Bus stop, get the umbrella and the rain gear ready. Going to need it. Not that cold though. That's good. We're well above the freezing level. Temperatures stay pretty steady and we heat up to the 50s by midday, but just slightly cooler than we saw today. Your 7-day planning forecast is on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. STCU and Apple Valley News Now want your help in finding community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step to help us all. So you can nominate someone like this by clicking on the Contests tab over on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. From your nominations, we choose volunteers to profile, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. So thank you, and a big thank you to all volunteers who make our communities stronger, and to STCU. We'll be right back.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths. For this season's holiday cheer, bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out locally grown poinsettia. Visit us at Queensgate Garden today.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. The genetic ancestry site 23andMe says hackers have gotten into nearly 7 million customer profiles. The site says that data includes ancestry reports, zip codes, and birth years. Hackers allegedly accessed around 14,000 user accounts. The company also says the hackers accessed 5.5 million accounts using a feature called DNA Relatives, which allows users to find genetic relations. 23andMe says it's notifying affected customers and it has taken measures to protect customer information. With the return of the holidays comes the debate over holiday tipping. According to etiquette guidance from the Emily Post Institute, you could think of holiday tipping as a holiday thank you. But with Americans facing higher costs from inflation and rising credit debt already, tipping on top of all that might be a challenge. A Bankrate.com analyst says Americans appear to be drawing distinctions with the service workers they see more often.
Everything from complaining about the pre-entered tip screens to thinking that we're just being pressured too much and tipping has gotten out of control. I think a lot of people are separating that. Now, maybe some of it is that holiday cheer and goodwill.
All right, so who should you tip? According to some etiquette experts, anytime a service is performed, a gratuity could be appropriate. She says you could throw a little extra at restaurant servers, food delivery, bartenders, and hotel staff. She says you shouldn't tip mechanics, teachers, or home repair workers. And just one more thing, one etiquette expert says tipping a barista at the coffee shop is optional unless you're a regular customer or you have a special drink made. Now here's a preview of what's ahead in about 5 minutes coming up on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Tonight, the American ships defending against attacks in the Red Sea, plus the fate of the remaining hostages in this new phase of the Israel-Hamas war. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
Home design and remodeling can be overwhelming. At Premier Woodworks, we are with you throughout the entire project. Our in-house designers and project manager will help you design the space of your dreams. Whatever the size of project, Premier Woodworks will help maximize your space and turn your vision into reality. Visit our website, premierwoodworksllc.com, or stop by our newly remodeled showroom at 109 North Washington in downtown Kennewick.
Ooh, the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers deal is back! 2 single cheeseburgers for only $5, or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7? For real? Oh, tell me it's as good as it looks. Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. But you better get it before it's gone. DQ, happy tastes good.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
'Tis the season as we visit a Christmas tree farm.
It's a pleasure to work here. I enjoy the customers a lot.
Find your holiday spirit.
It's a fun time.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. And Stacy, we just got a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, a little bit of everything today.
It was a little bit of everything and a lot more of that coming tomorrow. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. There you go, Yakima. 90% chance of showers, a little bit lighter chance, but still Thursday. Friday, we get to see a little bit of sunshine, and then look at that, a little rain mixed with snow is possible in Yakima, with those overnight lows dropping back down below the freezing level. And actually, we're seeing some teens moving into next week. So this warm weather was short-lived. So here's those warm temperatures, Columbia Basin. That break on Friday, some sunshine finally. Do get ready in the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues tomorrow for the breezy to gusty winds. Pretty much on and off all day, especially in the afternoon. Here's Walla Walla. Rain, 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 rain. Slight chance on Friday. Might have a little chance of some sunshine there as well. So keep sending in those weather photos. I'd love to see them and get those on the air.
That is always fun when we have a lot of clouds and a lot of sunshine like this. Then we get some great weather pictures.
There you go.
Thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can always find the latest anytime on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.